It's Lexan TV on the beautiful, breathtaking Grand Dance Beach, and directly behind me, 61 West. Well, on the show today, I have Glenda Cox. She is Grenadian, and of course, she serves as executive producer to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to be chatting about her career, Grenada, and how she is planning on making great things happen for the industry right here in Grenada. Stick around for my interview right after this. Glenda!
Hi!
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Glenda, we actually forgot our 6 feet protocol thing, but
I know, I heard there's no corona here.
but welcome home.
Thank you.
And welcome to Lexan TV.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be
Thank
here.
you for saying yes, because I know you're the lady behind the scenes. You make it happen. You make us all look good. But I got you the front now, right?
I know I'm not an on-camera person. I'm behind the scenes.
Yeah, but
it's
I really
rare.
Appreciate it. But I do appreciate you making time for me.
Thank you so much.
But Glenda, tell me a little bit about growing up in Grenada, firstly.
Okay, so I was born in this beautiful island. I left when I was 5 years old, and because my parents went to the States.
Right.
So then I came back and I spent, I was in Trinidad for a couple of years, and I spent a couple of years here going to school. I went to Miss Block. I grew up in Belmont, and and then after going to high school, coming back here every year for Carnival, I came back every year, and this is my home. I love it.
Of course, and we love you. So you got out there and you pursued your dream. Was it your number one dream to get involved in mass communications and journalism and all of that? It was. So,
I mean, I'm the only child my mom has, but my dad has, I have other brothers and sisters that I love dearly. And I grew up with my mom, so I used to watch a lot of TV. And I remember specifically watching Melrose Place. There was a guy his name was Darren Star. And in my head, I'm like, that's who I want to be. I didn't want to be one of the actors or the actresses. I just saw that he wrote for the television show. And so that's who I wanted. So I did research and everything. But being from the islands, your parents want you to be doctors or lawyers or whatever. But I always knew that I had some type of artistic ability. I love to write. Yeah. So I make up stories and everything. So when I went to college, I said, I am studying English is the next step to go to law school. So I studied English, and then I slipped into mass communication, and I got an internship at a movie studio, and my parents didn't know. They thought I was going off to law school because I didn't get accepted.
Ooh.
Yes, but I started to work on a TV show with Tisha Campbell, Pam Grier, Debbie Allen.
Oh, that's some good names, girl.
Yes, and the lady, her name is Susan Fales Hill. She's actually writing something big for BET right now. She told me to write her 5 pages to see if I had it. So I wrote her 5 pages of, I can't remember what, I think it was of the show I was working on. It's called Links. Right. And it was on Showtime. So I wrote her 5 pages, and she said, okay, now you're my writer's assistant. And so that's how that's when I knew. I was like, oh my God, she wrote a different world. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And she likes what I was writing. So she gave me, and all the other writers gave me encouragement. So that's how I started off. And
that must have been a big deal, because again, you mentioned, we have to admit it coming from a West Indian, social existence that is different to North America, in terms of the culture. Did you find that you had any sort of challenges on your way up the ladder, so to speak?
No, because coming from a West Indian background, my mom had several jobs, and we're hardworking people, so I didn't find a challenge at all. My accent was exotic to them, so and we're friendly people, and I made my way, and so it wasn't an issue at all.
Yeah.
I didn't have, the only challenges I had was my dad, because when I told him I wasn't going to law school with TV, where you could make in TV, and he literally bought me a car for my graduation. He took the car away, when I told him I was moving to LA. Literally, he told me to park it up because I had moved to Brooklyn. He told me to park it up at his friend's
Right.
house, and that somebody will come get it. And so I did that, and I went off to LA, and I got my own car. And now you can't tell him I don't work in TV.
There you
can't tell him
go.
I'm a lawyer.
He is so proud of you.
Yes,
He
yes.
is so proud because
Yeah.
you proved yourself. You're
Yes.
like, Daddy, look at your girl.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
Let's talk about that first major opportunity, Glenda, that you received, and that, you know, that moment that just opened many doors for you and shed some light on the whole actuality that, listen, I am where I am meant to be.
Yes. That's a nice little question.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It had to be Susan Fales Hill, and Charles Randolph Wright was his name, and because you're afraid, you're writing, and you don't know if it's any good.
Yeah.
Because even now, like handing in scripts so people can read it, so it could get to another point.
Yep.
It's hard letting people read your work and let you know that, you know, you're.
Yeah.
So for them to be on like the Cosby Show and all these other big shows saying that you have something, that was a big deal. And like moving to Los Angeles and getting the same type of opportunities. Yeah, that's when I knew that,
Yeah.
that I had something, you know?
Take us into a day in the life of Glenda Cox, the executive producer. I mean, folks, we see the magic when it unfolds on our tubes, in our homes,
Yes.
in our homes, sorry. Take us to a day in the life, you know, from, you know, pre-production to production to post, you know. Take us into your world, because I don't think a lot of people, I'm into television, and I know, you know, just everything is kind of, it's raw talent for me here.
Yes.
But you really get into the nitty gritty and the fundamentals of writing for TV. So
Yes.
break it down for us. What happens?
So,
step by step?
a perfect example, Xing out Corona, we're starting season 13 of Atlanta, Housewives of Atlanta. And since I work in post-production, so basically what I do is I put together the show. So see how you guys are filming here? They film in Atlanta. They start 3 to 4 months before we do. And the post team. So there's a whole different team there of probably 5 camera teams. They each have audio, 2 associate producers, a producer. Then you have someone who's me out there. His name is Luke. He's in charge of that whole aspect.
Right.
He has 2 people under him, and they film. But I come on 2 weeks doing pre-production.
Right.
And so I started here in Grenada. I started last Monday.
Yeah.
So I'm on Zooms, and we're talking story and what he should get from each lady, like what's happening. First, I can't let out too much.
Nope.
You're gonna see something different, but it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So we did a little bit of casting on the side to see if we needed new women. So we're gonna see if that happens.
Oh boy.
And so I speak to them, I tell them stories. So say you're a housewife. I want to know what's happening in your life.
Yep.
How's your marriage going? Like what new business you have going on? Are you still talking to this woman? Because you guys had like a disagreement last season. And so we follow up from there. And so that's me getting involved, making sure that their story is right.
Yeah.
Me having ideas like I want you to get a drone. The protests are happening in Atlanta. I need you to get all the B-rolls so that it looks real. I told them certain ways I want them to shoot, so I know what I want to cut together. And that's the first part. And then before that, I hired my team. So I have a team of 11 producers and 11 editors. And so everybody's in charge of an episode. We get a 12 series order, but it ends up being 24. So we start off with 12. It never ends up being 12. I think maybe the first season, but since it's so good, you know, they keep on. So that means more money for the cast, more money for us. So we shoot a lot. So I got the 11 producers, 11 editors. I hired them. They're all on board. They each start simultaneously. So we start 3 weeks of posts. That's what I'm in charge of. after 3 weeks, we get 3 weeks of footage.
Wow.
So we probably have 3 episodes there. So the first team starts the first episode.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And
Yeah.
I just want you folks to know it is a lot.
Yeah.
Because when you package it and then it's put out there, it runs for what? 30 minutes, an hour?
It's an hour.
It's an hour program.
Yeah.
And just think about it. It's like a movie.
Yeah. It's like a movie with a lot of drama. You know?
I have to ask you, I cannot miss this question. What is it like? Because you're here and they're there, but what is it like working with that team of housewives?
Someone asked you were kind enough, since I'm visiting, to hook me up with a lovely makeup artist. So we were just chatting, and she was asking, how is it? And I think what I've noticed about West Indians in a whole, Grenadians, we're not starstruck.
No.
We're not. So I know at Bravo, I know one of my bosses, they were just saying my relationship with the women, it's crazy because, for instance, I did the reunion. So we do the 24 episodes, then we have 3 reunions. I did it from here on my parents' couch in Frequente, right? We shot it, it wasn't Zoom, it was something more technical than that, but I had to wrangle them. And this is me, my mom thinks I'm crazy. I'm like, Portia, are you serious? I've been on I talk to them like they're my sister. I'm not gonna baby, because I don't care if you're a celebrity or I talk to you like we're friends.
Yeah.
I think that's, so they were like, she really controls those women. No, they're my friends.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, definitely.
They check in on me. They're asking me, why you're still in Grenada? I'm so jealous. 2 of them are actually going to come here for Carnival. Yes. Yeah. They were going to come for Carnival, and we're going to try and hook them up on what band they should play with and all that kind of stuff.
Well, girl, let's see what the future holds.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Let's see.
yes.
And speaking about the actual production and the show, I have to find out a little bit more about that moment, Mr. Killa.
Oh.
Turn it on, the show is on, the ladies are partying, and then I hear a familiar voice, and then the entire nation goes crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mr. Killa.
Yeah.
And you made that happen.
Sparrow's my favorite. He's also from here. I don't care what they try to say. Why not? Why not try to? What I did is I incorporated. They never had lyrical music in Housewives before, and I worked on a show for Bravo called First Family of Hip Hop.
I remember that.
Yes, and that was the first thing. And they were looking for an artist, and I knew his manager. And I was like, why not?
Mr. Killa has a video on YouTube that's like 5 million hits. His performance is crazy. I thought it was only 2 genres, hip hop and rap. We're here to find out who Mr. Killa is. My man did not just take off his shirt.
His problems with this shot. Give me space like a penis shot.
Mr. Killa gotta be something, because he got my cousin to join the conga line, and I ain't never seen him do nothing like that ever.
Good luck. How you doing, man? I gotta sign this dude.
Yo, great performance.
Your performance was crazy.
Thanks, brother.
Crazy, man.
Thanks.
So, are you signed to anything?
No.
Your family owns Sugar Hill Records.
I know about Sugar Hill.
We definitely looking for artists and things like that. So if you interested, we can work together.
It'd be nice to check out the vibe.
I want to bring artists that bring sight to the blind.
Welcome to the vibes, you know?
So us bringing it to Big Lee, hoping it just opens up his eyes and he can see what we're trying to do.
This was good.
So that's the first thing we put. So he was on that show, and then we introduced his music, and I knew him, so I knew to ask him if I can get a song.
Right.
And so I slipped it in Housewife, and then they were like, oh, could we have more lyricals? And then season 11, I put like all types of different rappers on there and all that kind of stuff. And then they went to Toronto for Carnival. And I was like, okay, I'm West Indian. You're not going to put some bed music under. No, you can't just get some, because that's what we get, bed music, and just put it under and it sounds fake.
Yeah.
So I reached out to him. I reached out to Kes. I reached out to someone in St. Lucia. And I just laid those 3 episodes with Split in the Middle, 2 of Kes's songs, like those 3, and everybody was writing about it and like, oh my God, this is real music. Yes, because this is a real carnival, and you're not gonna have my people looking like playing some type of strip music for my people to be riding down the street, some bed music. I want the authentic music. So yeah, I'm gonna call out Mr. Killa. I'm gonna talk to Kes.
Oh my gosh.
You know, Kes shouting me out on his page. I'm like, okay, that's what, you know.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about, but
That's what it's about.
I have to put my people first.
Yes.
So hence, it was Mr. Killa.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
we are so grateful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I mean, you're a trendsetter. I think also, to go back to the makeup artist, when I told her, you know, this is her, and she's like, oh my God, you know, a lot of people don't realize that we have all this talent out there, and
Can you say that again? We have what? No, people there
need
is.
to know that
But I think, again, we're very humble.
we are.
Because you have Yvette, you have Amanda,
Yes.
you have Apple of Acai.
That's Aisha.
Aisha.
Yes, Aisha.
You
Aisha
have
Hines.
Oh my God.
Brandon. I just wrapped up an interview with Brandon Jclaren.
Oh, I don't know him,
You
but I
don't
have to
know
look
him?
into him.
You're gonna
Do you
look
know
in-
Wyatt Seneca?
Yes, I think the name.
He's like a comedian. He had a
Comedian?
show on HBO.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Grenadian. Like,
Yes.
there's a whole bunch, but I think we're humble people.
We are.
And but one thing I want the island to recognize is what you have outside, you know, and
it's
and
important.
like even the people inside, you should recognize them for who they are.
Absolutely.
You, the Mr. Killers, are like, you have to recognize what you have, because other islands are like bigging it up.
Yeah.
Like, where's the mural of Malcolm X?
Okay.
Can we have a mural
My
of Malcolm?
cameraman is reacting to that now. Hey.
No. Can we have a mural of Malcolm X? I mean, you read, if anybody's read the autobiography, it's plain and simple. His mother was from here.
Grenada.
He was proud to let people know that.
Yeah.
He's Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
don't we have a mural of this man in our country?
Yeah.
You know?
See why I have you in front of the camera today, Glenda?
I mean, I'm trying to keep it non-political. I'm going to behave, because that's not why you have me here. I could say a whole bunch of things, but I'm not going to.
I know. Glenda, before we get close to wrapping and talking about something that really exciting is in the pipeline for you,
Yes.
I just wanted to have a little fun time with Glenda. I want to put her on the spot right now.
Okay.
And there's 2 things I want to ask you. Firstly, if you were to have a superpower, what would it be?
Traveling in and out of rooms.
What do you call that again? There is a term.
I watch a lot of
Me
I watch
too.
a lot of
X-Men
Avengers
and Avengers, yeah.
morphing
Porter,
in.
it's like a yeah, we know. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool.
Yeah,
Can
'cause
you imagine among the traveling you do, girl?
Yeah, I wanna hear what's happening so I can make the right changes.
Yeah.
Not mess with it too much, but
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you know, where I stand.
Yeah.
That would be my superpower.
Awesome.
And I'd also like to change the world.
And there's a fun thing that I really want to do with a lot of my guests stopping by, and Glenda is actually going to be my inaugural guest for it. It's called a little quiz thing called How Well Do You Know Your Islands? And I say islands, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Glenda, I
Yes.
know you love Grenada since you were 5 years old,
Yes,
but I know you love your island,
love it.
and I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Can you tell me, us, the viewers, what is the oldest working rum distillery on the island? Do you know, Mr. Cameraman? He knows. Do you know?
Well, if you could tell me the brand of shoes I'm wearing, I can possibly figure this out.
I'm about to get Real Housewives here now. I'm just joking.
Okay, I'm gonna stop playing. Okay, tell me, say the question one more time, because that was me like,
Yeah, I know, you spent a little time there. The oldest working rum distillery on the island.
so I don't think it's Clark's Court.
And I know you folks are trying to figure it out too, but they know.
Woodsman is pretty new.
You're trying to let me know you know your stuff, girl.
Yeah, although I'm a tequila girl, I know my island rum. I try to be, that's another thing, I'm gonna be slipping in things. Is it River Antoine?
Is she correct, Mr. Cameraman? We need to get shot of tequila for this lady for answering that question.
Yes, please. I would like Don Julio or Patron.
Oh, bartender, you hearing this?
Yes, with some ginger ale on the rocks, please, with a little bit of salt.
You are absolutely correct.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. So, folks, you don't want to miss this. Every week we're going to slip something in, you know, even though we're speaking to someone who's, you know, overseas as well. Glenda,
Yes.
I know you have some exciting news to share. You've been in Grenada, what, for how long? Compliments COVID, right?
Yes. Well, I kind of like. They said you
yeah.
could work from home. I
Yeah.
said, what? I could get on a plane?
Well, yeah, no,
Goodbye.
stay.
Let's
Yeah.
go computer.
We love you
How is
here.
the internet in the system? Up, boosted a little bit. I'm here.
Good.
Yes. So I'm going to
Good.
stay as long as I can.
Good.
Yes, I've been here for a little bit, and I like giving back. And again, as I said, I think that the island has a lot to give, and I'm in entertainment, and I look around and I wish there was more opportunities for the kids,
Yeah.
for the young adults. And so I was like, what can I do? I wonder if I can teach something, or producing, editing, or whatever. And I always have these ideas, so I thought of a show. And I said, what if I did a show here and tried to do something else with the show? And so I'm doing a game show of sorts. It's called Treasure Island.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited.
And we're going to leave that right there
Yes.
to be continued.
So I'm looking for some hosts, and I'm going to audition for some hosts.
Good.
You're around. Let's see what, I don't know, what you want to do. And yes.
Thank you. And there's lots of
hosting
young talent,
contestants.
lots of
Yeah.
young talent out there that, you know.
Because once the show
really
is
lights up a
made,
room. Yeah.
like we need camera people, we need makeup artists,
Yeah.
we need associate producers, we need audio people, and I can see how I can
Yeah.
do something here. And I know you guys do a lot, but I want to see where I can take this.
Absolutely.
You know, because not a lot of places could shoot right now if you think about it.
That's
And if
right.
you can shoot here, and I know a couple of people, you never know if it
Capitalize
looks
on
good,
that. Yeah.
what'll happen.
Wow.
So that's what I want to do, Treasure Island. So listen
Treasure
out.
Island. I love it. I
Yeah.
love the name, and I'm excited, and I just want to see.
And know your trivia, because Lexan might have a little, I need you to know your trivia,
Your trivia.
of this island so that you could win some money.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
So you see, I cooked this thing up, and then.
You didn't even know.
I didn't even know. The universe is.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
going to have to talk and coordinate about what questions you're asking.
That's fine.
You know?
That's fine.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Glenda, is there anything else you'd like to add? I mean, in terms of how folks can connect with you, anything of the sort, where folks can catch Real Housewives of Atlanta as well?
Yes. So Netflix, Hulu, whatever, you can catch my name. My Instagram isn't even public.
She's very low key. That's what she wants to say.
Yes, I've been trying. Like I took the Instagram off public at one point, made it public, and I was like, like I don't have Facebook. My friends, because I have a film that I'm gonna.
Yes.
So we'll talk about all that.
Yes.
And they're like, "Are you kidding? I'm a television show." So I don't know. I got to get out of my shell a little bit. This is big for me. So you know.
This is why I'm
Yes.
so grateful.
Yes,
to
this
you.
is my
I really appreciate it.
second time in a
Yeah.
few. I did one in December for like a big. It was called BravoCon.
I remember that with
Yeah.
Andy Cohen and the rest of
Andy
the crew,
Cohen and
right?
all of them,
Yeah.
and yes. So I'm finding my voice, but behind the scenes you can find me. I can create anything. Yes.
Hey. So Lexan TV, we at Lexan TV were very happy to
Yes,
have
my
you here.
second,
Let
and
me
I wouldn't
tell you.
rather do it with anybody else.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
I've
where's
known
that
this
tequila?
woman like I've known you for
Okay, don't give away my age.
no,
now.
mine
I'm just
neither.
joking.
no, I'm not giving us away.
I'm fine.
Yes,
I'm fine.
but you know, growing up in the island, you know Lexan Fletcher. You know, you've seen her. You went to school with one of my cousins. I remember
did.
coming, seeing you, and so why not? Let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can put our island on the map.
Absolutely, I'm
more
here.
than just soca.
Whatever you need me for, I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate you folks. Certainly hope you've enjoyed this interview. This
Yes.
lovely lady, Glenda
Thank you
Cox.
guys. You guys are amazing.
Thank you. Check out her amazing work. And not just the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you also...
I worked with Oprah. I worked with
right.
Diddy. I worked with...
The list is too long for you
Yeah,
to remember,
tons of
right?
people.
Tons of people.
Yes.
And we appreciate you and I admire your work.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much again. Folks, there you have it. My interview with Glenda Cox. Certainly hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to wrap this thing up right after this. See you in a minute. Well, there you have it, folks. Certainly hope you've enjoyed my interview for today. Reminding you we're here on location at 61 West. Now, guess what? You know, the movements have been eased a little bit on island. So why not stop here with a friend or two and have a cold drink? Until next time, it's Lexan TV. It's all about life, and we will see you next time. Take care.